We are all curious about the future, but technology and human life expectancy are continuously increasing. This is why this question has come about. In this video, we have explained and described some ways in which technology can help an aging population through different methods. We hope to have given lots of more ideas to you about more ways in which technology can help the aging population. We hope you enjoy. A is for Asimo. Asimo is an autonomous, self-controlling robot. We thought that this could help the elderly because it can do many things that limited people cannot do. For instance, it can easily walk upstairs, do basic tasks and even run. This can be very effective and helpful for the elderly as it can reduce the risk of doing harm to the anatomy of the elderly. Here is a short video about what Asimo can actually do. B is for brain. Technology with scientific research can look into detail at the workings of the brain. This can prevent diseases and degradation of the brain, and then this can possibly increase the mental health for the elderly in the future. Up next is C, communication. Communication is improving across the world as our technology is improving. This is done by super-fast satellites and the discovery of new methods to communicate, such as fibre optic around our home. This is very helpful for the elderly, as this can communicate with friends and family more, so it can prevent loneliness and depression in their lives. D is for dementia. This is a massive problem with the older humans, as it is the cause of memory loss. This is a very bad mental state within humans, as it can forget important memories and family and friends. This can cause confusion and depression for the elderly, but with scientific research and the help of technology, this can improve the brain's memory and capacity. E is next, with energy and electricity. These both areas are massive within the elderly and new generations. Obviously, new and effective sources need to be found apart from fossil fuels to create electricity. This can be very helpful around the world, as there would be less pollutant and the world would be full of fewer CO2 emissions. This would benefit everyone, as our world would be a better place to live in and populate. We could achieve this using technology by installing massive generators to reduce the amount of CO2 and emissions in the atmosphere. This would make it a better world and better for everyone, including the elderly. Another way is to install renewable energy sources within the homes.
F is for friendly internet, as the internet needs to be friendly and easy to use within the elderly community, as it could make their lives easier by ordering their pills, food and doing just about every aspect of their lives by using a vast network of knowledge.
We think that user-friendly guides for the elderly for the internet will be very useful, as they can use the internet with confidence and to surf the internet for whatever they may please. Therefore, this can improve the quality of their lives. G is for genetics. Technology can help, as it can predict the future of a single person so that mutations or tumours can be prevented. This genetic modified engineering can reduce the problems that occur with people within older people, increasing the average life expectancy. So drugs can be specifically tailored and developed for a specific person. Following H is for health. Health is very important for elderly people, as they can become very ill from not the right amount of exercise and the right foods. This can change by slowly changing the current lifestyle into new, healthy ones, which are suitable for the elderly person. This can then improve the internal health and also the mental health, and make them feel happier and replenished. I is for inexpense. This, in short term, is one of the most important subjects of all. This is because most old people live off pensions, which don't really provide much money per week to live off. To help this, technology which can help and support the elderly must be as cheap as possible so they are affordable. Next up is J. J is for joints. A big problem with older people is muscle and bone problems. Muscles naturally become weaker and joints are known to accumulate arthritis. This can be very awful as it reduces the body's movement and restricts what the person can do. With new technology, exoskeletons or bone enhancements can be made. K is for knitting. This is seen as a stereotype for older people, as their lives become much more boring after retirement. This can be changed with electronic gaming and puzzles online for the elderly to use, and make their lives more fun and interesting. Up next is L, lifestyle. Lifestyle and sociability is very important with older people, as they need to interact with other people of their same age. This is so that they are happier with their lives and also they have someone to talk to and to go to. We thought that technology can help this by setting up new after retirement social networking websites so that they can find and interact with other people near them very easily and comfortably. Also, we thought that people who could drink alcohol and drug users can track their progress for reduction so they can quit easily with our websites. M is for mobility. We found out that mobility is vital for older people to get around. This is why we found a Google car which automatically drives itself around for you and takes you to your favourite destination. This is simple, easy and a suitable way for the elderly which have an inability to drive vehicles. It can also be used for people who are blind and cannot drive. N is for nanotechnology. This is the research of materials but in molecular levels. This can improve the qualities of materials that old people use every day so they can become more durable. Objects like glasses can be redesigned so that they're stronger and can last a lot longer for resistance. O is for organs. Organ donors have become less and less available, so we thought as a real-life 3D printer which can meet the need of the demand for the customers. This is very useful and effective as it doesn't require donors, and also it can be designed and engineered so it can be suitably used for the patient. Engineering machines can be accurately used so it can design and manufacture these parts as best as possible. Properties are very important as they are the places where the old people live and spend the most of their lives in. Property protection and security are vital for the elderly as they are very vulnerable and would need lots of assistance in their everyday lives. To improve this, high standard technology such as secure bank details, alarms for their homes and also identity security so that they are safe from thieves and cannot be accessed from anyone. Q is for the Queen. We realised that the Queen is very old and experienced at 89 years old, I think. Some of these things we have described can help the Queen and also her everyday life so that it can help people like her.
Oh well, you can't say that.
Okay, moving on. R is for robot. Intelligent life, such as robots and Asimo, which we talked about earlier in the video, could be very useful for the elderly, as it can detect when the person is in distress and could possibly comfort them. They could also do really helpful tasks which assist the elderly, such as bottle opening, cleaning and also waiting for them. This advanced technology is advanced for our future and may change the way we live with these robots. They could also do very hard tasks which humans cannot do, such as risks in nuclear cleaning and waste disposal, which could be very helpful for the future. Following on, as for security. This is very important for the identity of each individual as it protects their identity, their money and also the things that they love. The only thing that could support security is technology, so there are many helpful security methods such as CCTV and lasers. T is travel. This is very important, especially minor travel such as short journeys, because it takes a lot of effort just for a little movement for older people. We have discussed minor travel, but long distance travel must be even harder to visit friends and family across the world. Technology can be used in special design products that can be specified just for the elderly, such as ultra comfy chairs and aeroplanes for those really long journeys. This can therefore be so much better for the elderly and satisfies for the older passengers. U is for uncertainty. We're all eager to know what happens after we die, and we guess that older people are more apprehensive than others. This uncertainty can't really be assured or comforted, as no one knows what will happen after this. But technology could help them with the comfort that drugs can be made for them, so that they forget about it and live their lives to the max. V is for vitamins. We thought that some elderly people don't have the correct nutrition, so we thought that vitamin tablets were a good idea as they provide the body with what it needs, as computer can recognise and insert what the body needs to maintain the best internal environment as possible. Weight loss. Many older people are overweight, so we thought that our dietary plan, which is fun, healthy and rewarding, can help to slim older people and prevent diseases such as heart disease. This can have a really good effect on the physical body and for the mind too. Technology can help them by assisting the people by having a schedule to track and monitor foods to keep them as healthy as possible. X is for, as you're about to see, a zoophilist is someone who harvests wood for a living. This is basically job making for those older people who don't want to start working after the retirement age. There are many low input jobs available for older people who don't want to take on a full job, ongoing jobs but still want to earn. Technology can help this through many online websites which offer these sorts of jobs to older people. Why? Technology should help an aging population because YOLO. Z is for Zimmer frames. This is another stereotype for the elderly. It is a high standard piece of equipment which assists the mobility and stability of the person. We thought that higher tech equipment such as exoskeletons could be much more effective. This is basically an external support system for an elderly person which is very useful and can improve the quality of movement for the older people. To conclude, we think that technology and constant scientific research will help the age of humans through these problem solutions that we briefly described in this video. Only time with research will help with aging, as we are constantly discovering more cures and solutions to our aging dilemma. Thank you for watching.